everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a video showing you these new kind of palettes that I recently bought, and I really like them, so I wanted to share this video with you guys in case you have a large single eyeshadow I guess collection and you just kind of don't really know how to store it. I think that this is a good way, so I will get started and share with you guys my two new favorite palettes. So a couple weeks ago I had posted a video showing like all of my eyeshadow palettes that I own, and if you saw that video then you know I had quite a few of these Coastal Scent palettes that I stored my hot pots in. I have 3 of the large size ones, so I have these two, and then I had one that had the little clear top. The clear top is my favorite, so if you are looking for cheap palettes to put eyeshadows in, I would recommend this one. That way you can see all the colors inside. And then I also had 3 of the smaller size ones. These are, I think, the 12 pan ones, so if you don't have as many eyeshadows and you just want like a small palette, again, these are really good. I would totally recommend picking them up when they're on sale. And so I had a really huge collection of the Coastal Scents hot pots, which are their single eyeshadows. A couple times throughout the year they will do a sale where they will have them for like 99 cents a piece, so I like them a lot. I think that they're pretty good eyeshadows. There are some that are kind of like a little hit or miss, but overall I think that they're pretty good shadows, so I do have quite a lot of them. And my problem was I was running out of ways to store them without just having to buy more and more of these palettes, and it just kind of felt very hard to keep track of what colors were where because I literally had 6 different palettes to kind of like keep these eyeshadows in. So whenever I first saw this a few months ago, I was like, oh my god, I have to get this palette. So to be honest, I kind of forgot about the palette for a little bit because it had been out of stock for a while, but it finally came back in stock, and there was also like a sale going, so it was a little less expensive. But this is probably the biggest empty palette I have ever seen. It's huge. So I will share with you guys. This is the ColouredRaine 96 pan. I can't even get it all in the frame. It's like a 96 pan empty makeup palette. So I went crazy and I got 2 of them. The regular price of these are $45, which is a little bit up there for, you know, an empty palette, but I got mine on sale. Again, I think mine were about like $31.50 a piece, so quite a bit of a difference from $45 to, you know, $32. So I ended up getting 2 of them because I knew it was still not going to be enough to hold all of my single eyeshadows. Now this is definitely more of like a, you know, obviously not a palette you would travel with. This is like bigger than my actual purse, but I really like this. It's super pretty. I love the color of it. It's this light pink color with like gold accents. They also had this in like, I think, a purple color if that's more your style, but I really like the pink, so that's the one I went with. So I will open it up and show you guys all of the shadows I have in here. Again, this is 96 eyeshadows and it gets a little heavy, and this is not even all of the shadows that I have in my Coastal Scents Hot Pot collection. And then this is how much room I have left over. This truly is a huge palette. Like, whenever I first got it in the mail, I was like, you know, the palette doesn't look that big. But when I compare it to like a regular size palette, so this is the palette. Let me hold these up so you can kind of see. Ugh. So this is the size difference of the palette. Like, it's basically like this entire length and then some. So I would definitely say if you have a crazy amount of shadows and you want like a better way to store them where they can kind of like all be together without having like 40 separate palettes like I do, I really like this so far. This is obviously not a palette that you would travel with because it is just absolutely huge, but what I really like about it is it's a more kind of condensed or more, I guess, collective way to store all of these eyeshadows that I have that I really love, but I never use them just because I'd be going back through like 4 different palettes to try to like create a whole look. So I really like this. I find that it's very convenient to have almost all my colors in like one spot. It's definitely a bit over the top, but I definitely prefer this a lot more than just having so many separate palettes that I have to like flip through to try to find the colors. Of course, if like all of the ones that I had the clear top, it would have been a little bit more convenient, but otherwise it was just a mess. So I'm really glad that I have these. And another thing is that there is a mirror in this palette as well, which is kind of funny. Like, I would say this is truly like the size of like it's like the size of a laptop, really. So there's like this super huge mirror. You can kind of see how big it is. It truly feels like a laptop. The magnets feel very like strong, like it was easy to get the eyeshadows in there. And of course you can swap them all around. You can put any size pan in here. You can mix and match. So I really like it so far. So I will get to a clip sorting all of my colors and kind of putting them in the palette if you guys are interested in seeing that.
To walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go? How will I know? How will I know? I used to walk these roads with you.
So I think this is pretty much the largest eyeshadow palette I could find that's on the market at the moment. 96 pans is a lot of eyeshadow. But what I like about that is that this can kind of be like its permanent kind of storage location. And then if I want to like pop out the colors and like put it in a smaller palette, I totally can. But yeah, so I find that this is just super convenient for me. And even though it's a little bit up there, I think I paid, again, with a discount, it was like 60 bucks for the two palettes. But you know, I kind of think it was worth it for me. Another reason why I thought this would be really good kind of way to store these is that I can actually like see all the colors and stuff, because I have some ideas for some future videos to kind of do more like dupe type videos, you know, of like maybe there's like a really popular palette coming out and I want to kind of like dupe it from my own collection because I already have all these palettes, and like give you guys options if you want like a cheaper alternative to like all these palettes that are always coming out. So I kind of think that would be a really fun video idea that I'm kind of playing around with for the future. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.